If you want to sell AI with your agency, but you're too tired of tools that are either too complicated or too limited or way too expensive, well, that's exactly why we created Botlane, the AI tool designed for agencies that want results, not an AI bot that screws up every third time. Look, what you're seeing here is Botlane. Here you create your own AI flow exactly how you want it. In less than 10 minutes, your bot is ready to handle your conversations, filter your leads, book appointments, or even do customer support. We are going to create a bot together from scratch, and we're going to compare it to GHL's AI bot. You'll see that's when you'll understand why Botlane changes everything. Before we start, you can try Botlane for free on our website, botlane.ai. There's a 100% free plan, and we also do have a crazy launch offer which is not gonna last for long. For your information, Botlane can do so much more than a simple bot. For example, it can read vocal files or naturally collects goals in advance so that the conversation always stays natural. Okay, now let's go. We're going to create a bot for a real estate agency. You'll see how simple it is. Okay, so I have a script for creating this bot. So first we have the intro message. We're gonna ask the contact if it's a buyer or seller of real estate. Then we will have a condition because I want to create a branch for buyers and a branch for sellers. I could do more complex, but as it's for an example, I want to stay on a simple flow. For the first branch for buyers, then it's gonna ask the first name, the phone number, in which city or neighborhood the contact wants to buy a house, and his budget. And depending on the budget, we're gonna make the AI book an appointment with the contact. Otherwise, we're just gonna redirect the contact to our website. Again, I could do more complex, but it's just for the example. For the branch number 2, for the sellers, we're gonna ask the first name, the phone number, the property size, and if it's more than 100 square meters, we're gonna book an appointment. If not, we're just gonna say that he can make a quick estimate on our website directly. Okay, so let's go. First thing is to go on botlane.ai. I'm gonna connect to my account, and now I can go in AI bots. I mean, I have connected my API key from OpenAI, and I've also connected the GHL sub account here. So the only thing I need to do is just create an AI bot, and I'm gonna create it from scratch. So here, I'm just gonna name my bot quickly. I'm gonna select the sub account, and I'm gonna activate this bot for the live chat. For the intro message, I'm just gonna write something very simple to give the context to the AI. And the only thing that matters now is to create a prompt. It's not really a prompt, it's more context, because all actions are gonna happen in the flow builder. And here we just wanna give context to the AI. So I'm gonna give it a role. You're the assistant of Paris Real Estate. You take care of the cold leads who talk with us from our live chat. I can give it some more information. So for example, Paris Real Estate is a real estate agency based in the center of Paris, 75001. The agency handles all types of real estate transactions, sales, purchases, rentals, and more. The agency operates only in Paris and its surroundings. Now I'm gonna quickly give instructions about the messaging format. Don't use emojis, write short messages, ask one question at a time, stay natural and polite. So that's enough. Again, it's just for the example. You could write a ton of other instructions here, but for my particular needs for this bot, it's way enough. If I have any information about the contact, for example, if he filled a form just before the conversation, I could send all this information to the bot. So you have the custom fields and the custom values in your bot, and you have this in all the flow builder system as well. So you can just click on a custom field and give the first name of the contact. You can give like his email, any information that might be useful for the AI, you can give it here. And you could name that contact informations. Or maybe it's better to write user informations, because actually what OpenAI understands is the assistant and the user, the assistant being the AI bot and the user being the contact. Anyway, I don't need that here because I will not fill any form before talking with the AI. Now I just gonna give a knowledge base to my bot here. So instead of using website URL, I just gonna upload a file. But know that you can do both. You can check it by clicking the little eye here and directly see all the information. So that's good for now. Now I'm gonna click on next, and here we come to the flow builder. First thing, you need a start node here, and after that I'm just gonna add a goal, and this is a goal where I want to determine whether it's a buyer or a seller. I'm gonna call it buyer or seller, and I'm gonna tell the AI determine if the user is a buyer or a seller. And I'm gonna add of real estate. Now I'm gonna link that to the custom field in GoHighLevel called buyer or seller. Of course, if it's already filled, I'm gonna skip it. And I'm gonna add some instructions for the slot filler agent, which is gonna collect the information, because I only wanna collect buyer or seller in this custom field, not anything else. I'm gonna add a rule, only return buyer or seller. Don't add any explanation or additional text. Any other explanation or additional text, it's better like that actually. And I'm gonna add exactly, so AI knows it needs to return buyer like this exactly or seller like this. And now I'm gonna let max attempt of 3 and max refusals of 1. So I can save. Now I'm gonna make a quick condition after this node. So once the AI has collected the information, so the contact provided it will go from this node to the next node, which is a condition node, and we're gonna filter into buyers and sellers, so 2 different branches. I'm gonna add a branch here named buyer. So this field contains buyer, and I'm gonna add another branch, which is gonna be the seller branch, which contains seller. So I can save. Now I have my 2 different branches here. I don't really remember exactly what I was going to do after that. So for the buyer branch, I wanna ask first name, phone number, and city, neighborhood, and the budget. Okay, so let's create that. I'm gonna ask the first name now, first name, and I'm not gonna add anything else, just collect the first name here and skip it if it's already filled, but that's it actually. Now I'm gonna ask the phone number, and same as before, I'm just gonna connect the phone number and GoHighLevel, skip it, and that's it. And add a third goal here. And here I'm gonna ask city, neighborhood. I'm gonna tell the AI determine in which city or neighborhood the user wants to buy real estate. Or maybe it's better to tell ask instead of determine. I mean, for this example, it looks better like that. And last thing was the budget. So I'm gonna write budget in the title and ask the budget of the user to buy real estate. I'm gonna connect that to the budget custom field, skip it, and let 3 and 1. It's perfect. Now, after the budget, I wanted in my document here to filter into 2 branches, people that have more than 300K budget and people that have less. So again, I'm gonna create a condition, and into this condition, I'm gonna add 2 branches, 300K plus and 300K less. So here, I'm just gonna select budget, use a math operation. By the way, we have more conditions coming because now there's only these conditions that you can see, but way more conditions are coming. Greater than, and I'm gonna tell 300,000. And here, less than or equal to 300,000. Save, and now we have our 2 branches. If it was 300K plus, I wanted to book an appointment, and everything gonna happen in the conversation directly. So I can just select the GoHighLevel calendar. It's in French, sorry, but the second calendar means that it's an appointment for proposing real estate. So this is a calendar we're gonna select. We can add extra instructions if needed, but for my example, it's good enough. And after that, I'm gonna let the AI answer the contact questions if there are some. I'm just gonna write this text, and I'm gonna tell the AI I want to limit that to 10 messages. So after 10 messages, the flow is gonna end. So I'm just gonna add an end node, and that's it. If it's less than 300K, I have a condition. So it was not a condition, sorry, just a message. Here is a selection of properties, and we send the website. So I'm gonna add a conversation node and just link the 2. So this is the whole instructions I've added to answer the user's eventual questions, because he might have some. Just gonna save, and I'm gonna add an end node just right after this node, so the conversation will end. Okay, the buyer branch is ready. So now I'm just gonna end the seller branch. So I'm gonna add first name, phone number, property size, and depending on the size, I'm gonna create 2 branches, schedule a call if it's more than 100 square meters, and send just this message if it's less than 100 square meters. So I'm gonna save you to watch the whole branch. I'm gonna create that and come back to you when it's ready. And I can of course duplicate the nodes and just grab it and reuse it. I don't have to do everything from scratch every time. Okay, so the branch is ready. So I ask the first name, the phone number, the property size, and I have a rule of collect because I only want to collect the raw number without any symbol, currency, comma, dot, etc. So in order to use a math operation right after that in my condition, which is just here. So if the size is more than 100 square meters, it's going to go in the top branch and it's going to book an appointment directly with the user. And I'm just going to tell the AI that this appointment is made for doing a free estimate of the real estate of the user. Okay, so now let's try this flow, guys. I have my live chat ready to try that. So now I'm gonna just try to send a message. So hi, who's the person in charge here? The person in charge here is our managing director, Claire Dubois. Are you looking to buy or sell real estate in Paris? So I'm going to show you something interesting because when you give an information in advance, so for example, it's asking me if I'm a buyer or a seller here, but after that, if I'm a seller, it's going to ask me for the property size. But if I'm telling the property size right now to the AI, it's still going to collect this information in advance. So when we will come to this node, it's going to skip the node because I've ticked this small box. And as the custom field will be already filled because the information has been provided and the AI has collected it, we are going to skip this node so it's going to stay natural and not ask again for the question for which we already have this information. So I'm going to say, I wanna sell my apartment of 200 square meters. Thank you for reaching out about selling your apartment. May I have your first name to assist you further? Yeah, sure. Could you please provide your phone number, Eric? This will help us assist you better. So if I don't answer the question, for example, what's your address? I've been searching you on Google, but couldn't find you anywhere. So I'm not replying to the question asked here, but the AI is not gonna give up here because I've set up the max attempt number to 3. So the AI is responding, okay, our address is here. If you could share your phone number, it will help us provide more personalized assistance. No, sorry, I don't wanna provide it. Okay, I misspelled sorry, but it should be still fine, I guess. And now it says, that's perfectly fine, Eric. If you have any questions or need assistance with selling your apartment, feel free to let me know. If you would like, we can also arrange a meeting to discuss your need further. Would you be interested in setting up an appointment? Because here we already got the property size and we were at the phone number step, but this step has been skipped because the information has been provided earlier in the conversation. The AI knows that it's 140 square meters, if I remember. And so it went to this branch, more than 100, and it suggests directly an appointment. And so I'm just going to ask the AI, okay, but for doing what? Because I added extra context in this booking node and I said it's made for doing a free estimate of the real estate of the user. So it should answer this. Our appointment would be for providing a free estimate of your real estate. This service can help you understand the current market value of your property and guide any future decision you might be considering. We can arrange a meeting at your convenience to discuss this further. Would you like to explore setting up a time for this? Yeah. Sure. When? Great. So here's the AI gonna suggest one slot, like the October 17th at 8 a.m. or the October 16th at 12:30. Is there any availability on October 18th? During the afternoon, please. Our AI is very flexible to book appointments. It works very well, and you're gonna see that it's gonna suggest directly slots during this date. Okay, sorry, there are no available slots on October 18th in the afternoon. Would you like me to check any other day? Yes, the 20th on the morning, please. And so something very important to mention here is that even if no appointment has been booked in this node, if the user changes his mind during the next nodes, the AI can still book the appointment. So if the user refuses here but tells the AI, okay, I finally want an appointment during the next nodes, the AI will still be able to book the appointment right away. On October 20th, I have the following morning slots available: 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. is perfect. Okay, your appointment is confirmed for Monday 20th at 8:30 a.m. I'm gonna just ask, I wanted to know your phone number because now we are in the next node, the conversation node for 10 messages. And so if the contact has any question, it's the moment. Our phone number is, how can I assist you further with your real estate needs in Paris? Now I'm just gonna say, I finally wanna cancel the appointment, please. And it says your appointment has been successfully canceled. And you can see that if I go in GoHighLevel in the conversation with this contact, the appointment has been deleted and has been created just right before. And so this flow is perfect for a real estate agency, but you can do so many more different niches with Botlane. Actually, there is no limit, but as examples, you can do it for a coaching or a training agency. You're going to filter the leads before a sales call, for example. You want to know if they want to start a business, get trained or be coached, and you're going to ask first name, goal and budget. And if the budget is superior to X euros, you're going to book a discovery call. Otherwise, you're going to just add tags and trigger some workflows. You can do it for gyms also. You can just ask if they want to book a trial session or just get a membership. If it's a trial session, you can book the appointment. If it's a membership, you can forward to someone. You just have to add a tag and that's going to trigger any workflow in GoHighLevel. You can do it for med spas, you can do it for marketing agencies, you can do it for restaurants. You can just filter reviews if you want. So you can filter bad reviews, you just ask to the contact, how was your experience? And if it's good, you send the review link. If it's bad, you just send any form in GoHighLevel to take the feedback of the contact. And even for recruitment or HR agencies. Just for your information, you have a one-click integration in GoHighLevel. So you just click on connect new GHL account and you're gonna just click on next and choose your GoHighLevel account. And now it's connected. You have nothing else to do, no snapshot, no workflow to install. You can see the GoHighLevel account appears here and that's it. If you wanna test Botlane for free, it's now on Botlane.ai. And I'm telling you, we have an insane launch offer where the price increases every 10 new clients. So the longer you wait, the higher it goes. Basically, this offer is a plan with everything unlimited, client sub accounts, bot, etc. We have an incredible roadmap that you can find on our website, botlane.ai/roadmap. Since we have a team of super skilled developers, we move fast. Our mission is to give you the best quality possible. And trust me, what I just showed you today is only the beginning. In the coming months, we will have crazy updates, brand new integrations, voice AI, our own AI CRM, and more. So if you want to stop struggling with limited tools, click the link, create your first AI bot for free, and discover for yourself why agencies are switching to Botlane.